Welcome back, everybody. This is Grace. And now, I know it's been a minute. And I'm gonna be honest. I was even on vacation, so like I had no excuse. I mean, once I was on vacation, I had no excuse, but I was on vacation before I traveled, so I really had no excuse. But as a little gift to you all, I have something very, very special to show you, and that is the turn 1 full stack Rubicon. Now I may be saying, Grace, how are you gonna full stack the Rubicon on turn 1? You can't inflict all that bleed. You need 600% melee and bleed. Girl, don't worry about it. I got you covered. Now, I have to say, this does contain some illegal technologies, perhaps. So let's just be careful who we talk about this with, okay? Let's be cognizant of the fact that good things don't last forever, and sometimes they leave us when the staff realize that it's really broken. And let's just remember that and accept that and be okay with that. So we're going to start with the Rubicon Misc. What this does is it gives you a bleed based on hit count. Now, most effects that are based on hit count work with quick cast attacks. Why is that important? Because we want to get the bleed quick cast. We want to get all the bleed we're ever going to eat quick cast. And I'd be saying, Grace, that's crazy. That's impossible. How are we going to get 600% melee bleed quick cast? Now, we're going to start small. We're also going to hide this weapon so that it's pretending we're not spoiling. You might not know what that weapon is. I'll tell you what it is. Don't worry. We're going to use Spore Storm. Quick cast wind spell. 2 hits. We inflict a bleed. A small bleed, a weak bleed. Not really what we need. But there's another weapon that inflicts bleed based on hits. That is the Zalkos Thraxa Theme. 4 earth hits a turn per spell. It inflicts a massive bleed. I think it's like 0.28 power, 0.33 power, something crazy like that. We're starting at 1.33. Now, have you seen this spell before? Ectoplasmic Chains. It's quick cast. It's earth. It works with Zalkos a Theme. Let's see what happens. We start at 0.133. We ended up 0.127. I think that was also from the helmet. So we're gonna unequip the helmet, re-equip the helmet, see if it works again. We're gonna unequip the weapon, re-equip the weapon. I don't actually know if you have to do this, to be honest, but I think you do. And then we're gonna use Knife to Meet You, a second quick cast earth spell. You might be saying, Grace, why do you have 2 quick cast earth spells? So anyways, we're gonna use Knife to Meet You. Oh my god. I don't even want to know how much bleed is on this thing. And you know the beautiful part? We haven't even spent a turn. Oh my god. Oh, Larithia, please have mercy on my enemies. 2.5 power bleed? 2.5 power? Are you serious right now? It's turn 1. It's turn 1. And now what are we going to do? Of course we're going to use Love Struck Scope. So we're going to get Celerity for free down to 2.2. I don't give a damn. 600% melee bleed should be about power 1.5. If you have the 25 save advantage, which I'm not going to explain in this video, but basically, I am going to explain it really quick. If your stats and the base save of the bleed effect you're using are 25 in advantage compared to the monster, not counting your potency, the shield that gives me bleed potency doesn't count that, only counts your stat, like your intellect, your luck, whatever you're inflicting with. If that's a 25 advantage, you multiply the bleed power by 400, and that's the amount of percent melee you get out of eating. So this 2.247 would be like multiplied by 400, we get 880% melee of bleed eatable. Rubicon Legate. We can use whatever weapon we want, doesn't matter. We'll use the Bright Blade. Is this melee? I don't want to miss. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter what else you do. Like, we're cooked already. They're cooked. Is this the one? I haven't even used the damn armor yet. Boom. Wait a minute. Oh my god, 400% melee. Damn. So that was 15. That should have been power 1 bleed, but it was a little bit more maybe. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. But either way, we're gonna do it again, and we should go right to 60 dogs. So that's the turn 1 60 dogs stack. Once you have 60 dogs, you might be saying, well, what do you do once you have 60 dogs? You just win the fight because you have double main stat. Look at that, plus 210 int and 0.4x incoming damage. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this 0.4x is probably gonna become 0.6x. They didn't balance it quite correctly. It's also remotely possible that staff are going to cut both those numbers in half, and it's going to be 105 and 0.3 and then 0.8 damage. Yeah, 0.78 damage dealt. If they do that, it's going to be a lot less good. But if they don't do that, this is a turn 1 quick cast. I mean, look, I only used half my MP bar. And I don't know, man. This is pretty cracked. But the main key, the cliff notes are: use Rubicon Legate with Spore Storm to get a small bleed. Use Zalcos Thraxathane to get a big bleed. With these Earthquake cast spells, you probably have to unequip it and re-equip it. You can do the same with the Misk if you want even more bleed. Just do that every time you cast a new spell. But yeah, it's pretty damn good. So yeah, that's the showcase. Abuse often and abuse early, as they say on the RuneScape community. This is really busted. You should have fun with it. It's probably going to get nerfed. Probably not going to get nerfed because the staff is really behind on items. Like Zalcos Athame is still busted, I'm pretty sure. Or imbalanced. Like if we use Scissor Explosion right now. Actually, never mind, I did it wrong. But anyways, I think this item was never patched. Hold on, I'll pause it and see if it was patched. Okay, I'm set up to see if it's patched or not. Yeah, it's not patched. It's still bugged to only reduce damage on the later hits and not reduce damage on the first hit, which I think it's weird. Anyways, so they never patched this item, and it's been like a year and a half. So maybe they won't patch the Rubicon stuff. I don't know, man. We'll see. But either way, I had fun figuring this out. Really OP stuff. Kind of game mechanic abusey. Pretty cool though. Some mechanic knowledge, some interesting stuff going on in there. You can do a lot with hit count scaled stuff with quick cast effects. I recommend playing around with it. Have some fun. Zalcos Thraxathame is actually a rare, I should have said. It's an anniversary item, so unless the staff listen to me and some other people and put the old anniversary item shops in the new anniversary item shops, you will not be able to get it if you don't have it already, which is terribly tragic. So I didn't realize I was making a rare showcase. We're not going to dwell on it. We're going to cut the video here. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Spread some peace and love. I missed y'all. Say something nice in the comments, and I'll give you guys a kiss in the next one. Next videos coming out are some melee and ranged methods, my favorite ways to stack bleed for the new Rubicon set. The Rubicon set's just so good as it is now. I think I'm going to just do a couple videos on it. Then I want to go back to Ironhoof, use it for some defensive play, specifically the shield. The Ironhoof, Dauntless Ward. This thing, look at this thing. Kind of cool. Kind of weird. I like it though. Anyways, so that's the schedule. We'll do some melee and ranged bleed stacking methods tomorrow. And then we will do Ironhoof defensive stuff on some random energy bosses that I asked for 3 weeks ago, and people very kindly showed me some. But I never made a video, so we'll do that in a couple days. Alright? Spread some peace and love. Bye-bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.